A few simple Mac apps. Let me show you what they are. Welcome back to the channel. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a video on very, very simple apps. I got 4 of them. They're apps that are basically almost free or very inexpensive, and they just do one task really good, at least from my standpoint. They do a couple little tasks, but they're very simple to use, very simple to learn. And I've always found that if you actually have apps that are just too complicated, a lot of people just don't use them or they don't learn all the features of them. So I wanted to go ahead and just show you four apps that I like using. Again, they're really very, very basic, so they only do really one thing good, but it's done really well. And let me know in the comments, do you guys like videos like this? Do you not like videos? These are the kind of videos I like to make because you can kind of watch it and then you can download some of these things since they're so cheap. Try them out for yourself and see if they help your daily workflow or not. There's a lot of those complicated videos where you can make a whole video on it, but sometimes people just, they get bored with them. So I just want to do a couple really quickly and show you what they're all about. And then you guys can go ahead and try them out, but at least you can discover new apps. So let's get into the video. All right, so the very first app I want to show you, let's go down here. It's called Backtrack. You can see it right here. So I'm going to click on that. I opened it up. There's a little icon right up here. You can see it. I don't know if you can see that with the little red dot there. So in a nutshell, what this does is if you're in a lecture or let's say you're at work or something and you want to record, it basically starts continuously recording the audio in the room. And if you click on this, you'll see that it can backtrack an hour and then it overwrites itself. And you can choose the input device, like if you want a different microphone or something. But it's just going to record everything that's going on in the room that you're listening in. Let's say you're in a lecture again at school or something. And as it's recording, all you have to do is now, it's not saving anything, it's just recording and then it overwrites it. So it doesn't save it continually saving. So the reason you would use this is, let's say your professor just said something for your test. You need to record it. Before that he was talking for 20 minutes and there was nothing important, but the last 30 seconds you need to get that information. All you do is you take your icon or you take your mouse, you click on the icon and you drag it. Now look at it, it says backtrack 30 seconds I want to go back to. See, I can go all the way like this. I'm going to go to 30 seconds, let go. As soon as I let go, it's going to let me save that last 30 seconds of his speech. So only the last 30 seconds I can save it. Now, as I save it, it's still recording all the audio right now as we speak. So if he said something else again in the last 20 seconds, you go and go like this and just say, I want to get the last 36 seconds, let go of it. And then it's going to record the last 36 seconds and you can save that as an audio file. So over time, you save these little snippets, you don't have all of it saved, you just have the key points saved and it's always recording so you can backtrack and save it. So that's why it's called Backtrack. Let me know what you think. It's kind of a cool application and it's very useful if that's what you need it for. All right, the next one's called Jettison, and you can't get this on the App Store, but you can get it if you just type in Jettison for Mac. It's from St. Clair Software. This is a first world problem, so stay with me here. It's about $5, $4.95. One time you buy it, you have it. What this really does, if we scroll all the way down, it says it works with any Mac. It ejects external disks when your Mac goes to sleep, then remounts any disks that are still connected when your Mac wakes back up. It does some other things, but really the reason you'd get this is because let's say you have a MacBook and you're like at Starbucks or something, and you always shut your lid on your MacBook and then you unplug your external storage. You're not basically ejecting it correctly, and you can lose data that way very easily. So this is smart enough. If you click on this here, I'll show you. It lets you launch and then it lets you eject external disks before the system goes to sleep. See that little icon there? And you can eject when at restart or shutdown as well. So what that basically means is when you have this installed, it'll automatically eject those external storage devices when you put your Mac to sleep, shut your lid, or even turn it off. And then you don't have to keep making sure that you eject it every single time. It lets you eject different things here like hard drives, DVD, disk images, things like that. That's pretty common. You can also go in here for notifications and it's going to play, you can set up notifications when it is ejecting it so you know what's going on. And then finally, you can set up shortcuts too. So you can, with a shortcut, you can eject your external disks, all external disks if you want to with a shortcut. So you can do it basically yourself before you actually shut down. So long story short, it just ejects all of your external storage for you when you shut your lid so that when you open it back up, it puts it back in and then there's no data loss. And it just really prevents that. So it's kind of a first world problem, but it works really well. All right, so this next one is called CheatSheet. You can see it right here, and you can download. It's not on the App Store, but you have to go out to the web. So just type in CheatSheet for Mac, and you're going to get to this page. What this does in a nutshell is just hold down the Command key a bit longer to get a list of active shortcuts for its current application, and it's that simple. So for instance, let me go ahead and show you. So for this one that I'm showing you right now, if you hold down the Command key for longer than you actually, then it's a long press basically, it'll pull open something like this, and it'll show you all the different shortcuts that are specific for that application. So whether you're in, Photoshop or iMovie, it's going to be different depending on the application you're in. So if you want a cheat sheet to shortcuts for the app you're in, this is a great app to try out, and it's called CheatSheet. Next one's called Stats Panel, and you can get it for $2.99, and it's on the App Store as well. I don't actually have this in my system right now. I have it on one of my other systems I test with, so I can't show you all the functionality, but just I'll show you the basics. So what this basically does, and I'll go ahead and I'll highlight this for you here in a second, but it basically gives you stats on CPU monitor, memory monitor, disk usage, network monitor, battery health, customizable colors. It can launch on startup. And you can have an animation as well. So nothing too exciting, but it basically in a nutshell will look just like this. And if you click on the little icon that looks like this right here, it's going to go ahead and show your processor, your memory, your disk utilization, your network utilization. You can color coordinate it to whatever you want there. And really that's about it. I mean, you can see here, it's going to give you the timeline, the battery health, and cycles also in here. So it's going to show you how many cycles of battery you have, your battery's health, disk activity, network if it's up or down. So it's just really simple, and you just click on this and it gives you all the information you want in one quick window, and that's it. So at the end of the day, it's $2.99, very, very basic. You can get it at the App Store. It's got really good reviews here at 4.8 out of 5 also. All right, so what do you think about that? Not too bad, right? Those are very, very simple apps, and the reason I like to recommend those is because I tend to use simple apps. If they're too complicated and there's a huge learning curve on them, I'm usually not going to actually use them that much because it's just like kind of learning something at school. So I don't like doing that. I like actually things that are fun, simple, and inexpensive too. So let me know what you think. Are these kind of up or down? Let me know if you guys like more videos like this, and I'll keep making them. So anyways, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. If you can subscribe and help the channel grow, it's going to really help me out. And let me know, do you like videos like this or not? So talk to you soon. Peace.